Greek youth, no strangers to showdowns with police, had reason to be angry. It was mainly young people going back to university who were killed on February 28th when a passenger train collided with a freight train. The government blamed it on human error. And it's the young who grew up in a recession after the post-2008 global financial crisis. The New Democracy Conservatives came to power in 2019, promising prosperity. But the COVID-19 pandemic and now high inflation because of the Ukraine war have largely sunk their agenda.
There's a lot of job insecurity. Someone my age doesn't earn enough to pay their way and live with dignity. There isn't much opportunity. It's a general situation.
And people of all generations are disillusioned with what they see as a failing state. Greece purchased automated warning systems for its railway in 2014, but still hasn't installed them everywhere or trained everyone to use them.
There should have been monitoring of the train on the control board, where it was visible for 5.5 kilometres after it left the station. If that had happened, the accident would have been avoided because it would have been clear that the train was on the wrong track.
Rail workers' unions admit there was human error, but blame that on Greece's 8 gruelling years of government spending cuts and a botched privatisation of rail operations.
The government says if the safety systems were in place, we wouldn't have had these deaths. Yes, but why didn't we have them all these years? Because we had personnel, we had station masters and technical support, we had maintenance. We hadn't left the company on a skeleton staff working at the limit of its ability. Maybe in other countries privatisation works very well, but here it hasn't.
There is political opportunism here. Public sector unions with grievances against the government are riding on this train accident to express their dissatisfaction in this largely left-wing opposition-generated protest. However, there is true nationwide discontent as well, because the government and the state have seemed indifferent and dysfunctional. And with an election in fewer than 5 months from now, the Prime Minister and his entourage are nervous about how far this reaction will ramify. The government says it'll nearly double its budget to $80 million this year to improve the rail network, quickly hire more staff and install automated tracking, signalling and emergency braking throughout the system. But it's too late for those young people killed here, and it leaves many wondering why it took this long for politicians to act. Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Athens.